This is our 6th episode.
Fuck me. Really?
Yeah. We've put out over 5 hours of content so far.
That's
Did you know
impressive.
that? Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't looked at it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. When you look at it like
Huh.
that, that's like 3 feature films of just us talking about nothing that matters
Yeah,
only
isn't
to
that
us
awesome?
and a small amount of people. Yeah, it's great. This is my favorite part. So that's cool.
And all you poor bastards that have listened to it, I'm sorry you won't get your time back.
I mean,
Well, keep listening.
yeah, or watching. You remember,
or watching.
you can watch.
You know, and then if you're real good, boys and girls, maybe there'll be like a blooper reel at the end of this season.
Right? Well, no, I mean,
like that, something funny.
That's the thing, though. Is this a new season because it's a new year?
I don't know. I was thinking like we were going to get 10 episodes in like a standard.
But is that standard? More like between 11 and 13, don't you think? Shit, back in the day it was 20 something. I'm watching Cheers. Watching like Cheers nowadays, and I'm like, holy fuck, there's a lot of episodes in each of these seasons.
I mean, some seasons it's like 8 now. 8, 10, 8 1 hour long episodes.
Rick and Morty's like down, I think 10 or 11. It's low. Yeah. It's weird, man. I don't know.
I don't know
let's agree.
Do.
What do you want to do? 10?
I think that's a good number.
That'll be season 1.
I don't feel like season 1 would have ended like properly. You know, there should have been something.
Should have been more than 5 episodes to season 1.
Tie it in.
But look at it like this, right? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I think the first season only had 6. There's a couple that only had a few. I think The League was like that. The Office was also like that. Only had 5 or 6 episodes as well on their first season. So I mean, it's like enough. We're getting renewed this season. I don't know. It's hard. Fuck it. Still season 1, episode 6, and then we'll go to 10. Call it 10 a season.
Yeah, I like that. Good round number. Something very attainable.
Or should it be 12 because that's 3 months technically worth? If we're doing them once a week.
Yeah, so doing quarterly.
Right. Does that make more sense?
So like maybe like doing 3 months, 3 off, 3 on, 3 off, like quarterly kind of thing. Is that what you're saying? Or just keep running the whole year?
Oh, no, keep running the whole year, but maybe make more sense that a season, there'd be 4 seasons a year, technically. Let's say if we started if we were starting now. But that 12 is more a number. It's like there's 3 months of content and not 2.5 months, because then it becomes weird, right? Does it stagger odd then? I don't know. Because 12 doesn't divide into 52. Fuck. Welcome to the podcast where we are trying to decide. Stupid
I've
shit.
just got this dead stare like,
your head's about
I don't know, dude, whatever.
Fucking explode.
That's why I say just like here, 10 episodes
10.
a season, and then we just throw out
10.
Throw it out when we can, folks.
10. Yeah. Right.
10. Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly
this
what
is
5
a hobby
minutes
for us, and we do love doing it. If it becomes something bigger, awesome. Totally awesome. That'd be great. And we love everybody who is watching.
Yeah.
And future people who maybe, hey, let's start the first season over again and are watching or listening right now. Hey, thank you so much.
I bet you like
really
most everything shows and all that. We're going to get way better in the second season when we get like Danny DeVito as a co-host.
Yeah.
Maybe we should ask someone like, we should get a star. That's how we get higher ratings. We'll do the Always Sunny method. But we're going to get a star that's kind of fading, but not. That'll still have a good pull. So
Gary Busey.
Oof. Yeah, that might be a little off the rails. I
uh,
was thinking more along the lines of like Christopher Lloyd. Maybe he would join us. That'd be nice. Maybe Mark Hamill.
he wouldn't.
No,
He
none
wouldn't
of these
either.
people would.
No, we're not cool enough for that. Are you
No,
kidding me?
no, but we
No,
should
I
be.
really want to have my Uncle Ed come join us one of these times.
All right.
He's got a full setup at his house. He could easily chime in like
Oh, I'm sure.
any day, I'm sure. Yeah,
Like, cause
exactly.
I'd like to do the thing where we make up a movie on the spot, like, where we haven't thought about it, make it up right there on the spot. I bet you snowball between the three of us, we could come up with a blockbuster.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I've been having some thoughts on the starting process of some blockbusters, which I'm going to go over with you tonight and see what you
Oh,
think.
really? I'm
Oh yeah,
excited for that. I'm not ready for that, but yeah, I'm
and
excited for your thing.
I'm also gonna. It's a new year, so it's time to let out some more aggression. It's been a little. It's been like at least 2 episodes since I'm 40 and I'm old, so this is pissing me off now. And I've got a fucking. Oh, dude, I've been harnessing and balling this
Yeah.
rage a lot this past week and a half, but more over time. But it's like finally coming to a glowing red hot ember in my chest, and I'm ready to let it forth unto thee. It's gonna be fucking epic, but I'm not ready to let it out yet, even though I'm getting like a
Okay.
lot of anxiety and a lot of already I can feel my temperature rising, and I'm just like,
Really?
oh dude, yeah, this is for me, man, this is
Huh.
one of those serious ones that like everything that I've ever said before about like what pisses me off, that's not a joke. That's not played up. That actually pisses me off. I'm pissed off there, but this is gonna be the one that really.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna divide. Here's another thing. I know for a fact I'm gonna divide some people on this one, and it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Fair enough.
It's just an opinion, folks. Not a dick. Don't take it so hard.
I love that saying. What did you think of that video though that I sent you the other day?
Which one?
Of
You send me videos a lot now,
I
and
know
all of them
I
are really
do.
good.
I'm gonna go into context.
Yeah, I need I need more.
Okay. Um. Oh man, I just had a brain fart. I just forgot it. What were you just talking about?
Things that piss me off. Things that piss me off, and
Okay.
like an
Yeah,
exploding
so
ball
that
of rage.
video that I sent you of them going over, oh, what does this text mean and what is
Oh,
this
yeah, yeah,
emoji
yeah.
mean? Is that maybe what sparked this rage?
Oh no, not at all.
Oh,
It's
no,
not a
but
texting lingo
you got to
thing.
tell everybody what this video was about, though. This is hilarious.
Yeah, it's basically like this. Like I felt like unless I was watching it wrong, it was like a Christian-y type mom and like parental units like trying to figure out what these like the slang like LOL laugh out loud and then like all
Yeah.
these other ones like that are for sexting, and she kept asking what was the last one. The punchline was good because I think I wrote it back to you. I can't remember it.
What was it, JK or J/O?
Oh, jacking off. J/O. What's J/O? Jacking off. I was just like, shit.
But the funniest part is like this guy who's probably in his late 30s is answering this
Just
lady and
straightforward answering
he's
him.
going like,
It's almost like
oh,
it's
yeah,
on
I
a
can go all
Zoom
day
call
with
or like this. She's like, what does this
Yeah.
mean? And he's like, that's good, man.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That was a good one. That made me laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
Honestly. That's a, yeah. I mean, fuck. Classic.
What's banana? That's
what's an eggplant emoji? Penis, like that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Just rapid fire. I like that kind of humor. I'm
Yeah.
always good with that kind of humor.
Yes, you are.
I'm not saying that I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Like I'm okay at rapid fire humor sometimes, but I'm like good with it. Like I love it. Like it's my friend. It's my homie.
Oh,
I love
okay,
I
fair enough.
love it. I don't mean that I'm trying to
no,
brag.
yeah, I
Like
think
I'm
you are
good
pretty
at it.
good with the rapid fire kind of stuff.
Sometimes, dude, like
Sometimes you get going. You get a good riff going.
I'm on fire sometimes. Like this last year, man. Oh, it was just so easy, man, because I was working with this really short ginger kid. He's my best buddy, Charlie. But man, oh man, sometimes he would say these things and I'd be like, holy door just opening out of nowhere. Like I'm walking through, here we go. And I just fucking, get everybody laughing. Even Charlie, like he never took it hard. Yeah, it
Okay.
wasn't like a dick, he's good with it. And he rips right back to me, and it's
Good.
fine. The way it should be. Like he gets it. He knows.
Yeah.
He's an old soul in a younger man's body who just sadly happens to be 5'4" and ginger.
Yeah. There you go.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, and I'm pretty sure Charlie watches, so hi Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Yeah, that's the biggest fucking troll I've done yet on the podcast right there. Just fucking, what's up, Charles? No, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. I can't wait to work with him again. I'm hoping this year. I got a dream team in mind for something if I get my wishes.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you go on the Google machine?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to pull up a picture of Michael Goff as a younger
shit.
Michael Goff.
I actually can't without fucking up the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the way I have it full screened.
Just know that when you get to this part, hold on. When you get to this part,
oh wait, I brought my phone down.
Picture.
I brought my phone down.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyways, throw up a picture of Michael Goff, in like the 60s or 50s, and a picture of Harrison Ford. There's Michael Goff. Come on. Dude, there's some strong similarities here. It must have been the picture I saw because it made me go, oh my God.
And could it have been digitally manipulated to look more like him?
I don't think so. It didn't have any reference to him. It was just my looking at this picture of Michael Goff. It was on one of the Batman groups that I'm on Facebook. I was like, oh my God, man, look at how young he is in this. But he still looks like a 40-year-old, 50-year-old man, and he had like the same facial features, the same expression and everything as Harrison Ford. Yeah, it was very interesting to me.
Interesting.
Anyways, sorry for wasting your time on that one, everybody, apparently.
Whoa.
What?
Apparently. You definitely wasted our time with that.
Okay, sorry.
What the fuck?
I'm such an asshole. Oh, fuck you, dude.
Love you, man.
I had another one that I wanted you to look at, too.
Yeah, what you got?
Take a look at the Chicago Bulls logo on your phone and then turn it upside down. That looked like a crab humping something.
Hold on. I gotta get it.
Alien humping a crab.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, kind of like E.T. E.T. just
black
fucking
eyes.
spread ass cheeks, just fucking giving it. I'll never unsee that ever again. You think that's on purpose?
I hope so, dude.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Holy shit. Oh, that's
Yeah.
neat.
On the YouTube, you're gonna have to put that up. You're gonna
Oh
have to put
yeah,
that
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. I'll put it up. I'll make sure there's a
That's
nice
so
copy
funny.
in the video for everybody to see.
The first time I saw that, man, I nearly pissed my pants. And I've
That's
been waiting to
amazing.
show you. I've been waiting to show you that for so long.
Oh my god, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
yep.
Fuck, man.
Sorry,
Oh
everybody.
shit.
Sorry, all you Chicago folk.
What have you been doing recently? You been watching or reading anything? What's new in that world for you?
Oh, I've been getting into that Batman, Batmobile,
Oh
awesome
yeah,
novel there.
you like
Dude,
it?
it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the lighting and everything. Everything's just so gorgeous.
I don't understand why DC does such a good job with animated features and their books that they allow to be published.
Yes.
Because it's not that necessarily them who's always publishing it. It's DK sometimes, et cetera, et cetera. But
Yeah.
why they do a good job with that, and yet when it comes to the movies, they completely fuck it. They're just like,
Uh,
how much money they just threw away on that Batgirl movie? It was a
oh yeah.
write-off.
Yep.
Fucking how many million? $30 million, I think. Something ridiculous like that.
Yeah. Poor Henry Cavill.
Oh, and then yeah, him getting thrown out like
Ugh.
nobody's business after like. And I think what happened, rumor is, right, that Dwayne The Rock Johnson, with the success, supposed success, because don't, I only know a few people who liked Black Adam.
Yeah, I did not like it.
Yeah. Right. I heard he tried to strong arm Warner Brothers and
I've
everybody.
heard this too.
Yeah. I
Yes.
heard he tried to strong arm them
Yeah.
into doing this Black Adam thing, and then like by mentioning Henry's name like on an Instagram or something or some TikTok or some video, like I think he reignited Henry's interest in it. Henry quits The Witcher.
Yeah.
Supposedly, now here's another thing that I'm hearing about this. Henry quits The Witcher to start up doing this. Gets shit canned. They're like, no, we're not doing your Superman again ever. So no. And it sounds like Wonder Woman could be on a bunch of other shit because now
Yeah.
James Gunn is taking over the helm. He's done very
Yeah.
well with.
It's like he wants to wipe it clean.
Yeah, well,
let's
you have
start
to.
over.
It's messy.
Yeah.
And
It is.
and it's not like nor DC nor Marvel, neither of them. Like they're not messy universes when it comes to like multiverses, New 52 versus this and
No, exactly.
so gotcha. Wipe the slate clean. He's done a great job with Guardians of the Galaxy, so we can probably trust him, right? But there's a backstory thing too that I heard that Henry Cavill was so he because he's a fucking nerd at heart, right? He's
Yep.
so into The
Built his own
Witcher
PC. Yeah.
that he was like being demeaning and talking down to women writers and shit about what his character should or shouldn't be doing because that's one side of the story is that he's talking mad shit to these gals, whatever. But I also heard that he was also so enveloped in the character and how it should be that maybe he was being that way. But labels of misogyny and sexism, of course, pointing fingers that way when it's not just like, hey, you're writing this character who I love because of the way he's written, the way the video game people wrote him, and you're fucking it up.
Yeah.
That's actually why he left The Witcher and or was
Okay.
forced out, possibly because of those actions. That's a secondary thing that I heard. So it all kind of culminated and went to shit. But again, James Gunn's got like he's got to really fix it, man. I want to see good stories, man. I really think you
Yeah.
could do a great Batman. So you know how they have the Batman, Superman, World's Greatest, and a bunch of different combinations of Batman, Superman. This is how you sell it, man. You start Batman and Superman off fresh. We don't necessarily need the full backstory. I don't even know if we need a flashback. We just get them going in their year one. Wipe the slate clean. Year one. What I want to see is it culminate their own movies, a together movie doing something where it culminates in their own kind of movie standalone that can be viewed in certain ways that'd be really cool. Like this is happening while this is happening. But what needs to happen is the death of Superman properly
Yeah.
done with the cyborg Superman and John Henry Irons as the Man of Steel
Yeah.
and the clone Superman, Superboy, and the Eradicator as another Superman. They need to do that, and then simultaneously be having. And I either want this or I want a new comic started, a redone of this, if not a movie, with Bane coming to existence and breaking Batman's back at a similar time frame, somewhere before or after that. Just before, just after, because Batman has to be around for funeral of a friend. But let's say while these new Supermen are taking over, Bane comes out into existence, breaks his back, and it like culminates back at the end with them fighting together again against like all the shit that went down. We're talking maybe a
Okay.
Doomsday reprisal,
No,
something.
I really like the death of Superman idea. I mean, that's like
It needs to be done properly.
it hasn't been done yet.
A couple of cartoon ones almost get it and then fall short. Almost get it and then fall short. And I feel like totally one that I think it's the newer one, wipes out Supergirl's existence completely from it. And that Supergirl from that era was actually like a protoplasm type thing, a shapeshifter. She wasn't actually Supergirl. So she could shapeshift into different things. So that's how, like, at the end, when they find Clark Kent in the rubble, it's Superman carrying out Supergirl morphed into Clark Kent. And it works so well. And she's a big part of, like, kind of wooing Superboy, trying to get him to come over to Luthor. Because at the time, he's working for, what's her name? Tana Moon and the One News station exclusively, but Luthor wants him on his network, but also, of course, wants to gain his power because no one knows that it's really original Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
they think
I do remember that part of the story.
Australian son, when it's really Luthor's brain in a young body or something like that, right? Like,
Yeah,
this
the
is a
red-headed
good
bastard.
fucking
Yeah.
movie idea that could be a couple 3-movie feature. That would be, if it was done right and cast right, it'd be awesome, man. Imagine the first movie ends with the Doomsday fight, right? And maybe to fuck up people in this day and age, cliffhangers and shit, you fucking end that goddamn movie right before the final double hit that kills them both. Kills them. Right before. And then the fucking next movie, you start right up fucking 30 seconds before that hit. Boom. And start that fucking movie. And that's Funeral for a Friend. You fucking go through the whole thing and then how his body gets stolen. Shit's going on in the background. It's not necessarily a Superman movie because we don't really see the new Superman until the end of the movie.
No.
Like, this is more like Supergirl trying to fucking fill in and Batman filling in and all the Justice League trying to fill in and all the shit. The Superman does so much for the world.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you end with the fucking, maybe it's a 4-part movie. That's what it is, because then you got to do the fucking, the 4 different Supermen. Because his body goes missing. Cadmus fucking steals it. Whatever. You could really do a great set of movies on that. I hope they don't realize that and actually breaking Batman's back, like making that part of like a series in the movies where that happens. That needs to happen with Azrael and fucking, becoming him and being that darker, fucking more just gauntleted up, fucking crazy looking Batman, dude. That was so sick in the 90s. They're really,
I agree.
They're like, when you see the movies that we have gotten the last couple years, I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? Almost every single one recently that I've seen is, what the fuck is this shit?
Head. Right there. Yep.
Seriously.
No, I got to agree with you.
What was the last DC movie you saw that you liked?
Um,
That hard.
it is hard because I mean, there's some that I don't, I like the Snyder cut for Justice League.
Like 4 hours long, bro.
It is 4 hours long, but it's really cool.
Fair enough.
I liked what he did with that.
I'll have to look at it, I guess.
I did not like the original, the one that came into theaters.
Right, which was basically his movie recut by someone, wasn't it? To
Exactly.
try to scrounge it together because they thought 4 hours is too long for a movie. And maybe that's actually what fans really wanted, because I do hear a lot of people say it's the definitive cut. It's rough still at times.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect film. But
Absolutely.
they see what he was going for, because I think he
Yeah.
also got shut down and like some things weren't filmed, right? So there's possibly some loose ends or some things that are
there's
rough.
some weird. There's definitely some weird stuff, like Superman coming back and all that. Like that's not the way the comic books did it.
Right. And I guess that's something too that, Marvel's pretty good at doing. And maybe I'm in the minority, but
Well-
like what I hated about The Walking Dead is I want to see it more accurate to the comic. And I guess what I just said in that whole rant earlier, I want to see it more accurate to the comic. I don't
But
I don't want to see it
they're
like
all doing that though. That's the thing. So with Marvel, they change characters like crazy. So like the original Guardians of the Galaxy in the comic books, right?
oh, it's
Think about it.
completely
They're
fucking weird
completely
and different.
people.
Yeah.
Like it's not there's all sorts of weird shit like that going on in the Marvel universe.
And things get people
but they
get repurposed.
do the
and-
story so good,
yeah.
that it's
They
like,
do.
okay, this is great, and they tie it all together so well.
It's true.
They leave you going, okay, well, this guy's coming back in this movie. Oh, that looks great. Let's go watch that next.
Yep.
And it ties in this story to that story. And then the next thing you know, they do an Avengers movie. And then all these stories come together. And then they're like, fuck yes, Avengers.
Assemble.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they did it well, right? And they had good writers and they had good money backing them. It's like I don't understand why DC falls short, and I think a lot of it has to do with their writing and some of the way that it's produced, and it's just it seems too vivid, too bright. It doesn't seem gritty enough. Like there's something about like and I'm gonna say this: I just tried the movie Shazam. I enjoyed Shazam. I liked it. I thought it was a decent movie.
But it's not true to the comic book.
No, not at all. But I still enjoyed it. But also, this is the difference. I'm never, ever have been a fan of Shazam. I have never, ever purchased
I always
an
have.
issue or a comic of Shazam. I care very little about Shazam. So when it's something that you don't necessarily aren't invested in, I guess you can enjoy it a little bit better when it's strayed from the original, but story. But that's why I didn't like the Walking Dead TV show. It was just too far removed from the comic. Starting pretty much right off episode 2 or 3, it just really starts to go off the rails for me. And I'm like, I would have rather seen a carbon copy of the comic because it was that well done, in my opinion. And I think that there's a lot of stuff that it doesn't need to be rewritten. It doesn't need to be rebooted. It doesn't need to be. And I think that's where a lot of these, comic movie makers fuck up, is that they're writing it in a way that's just like, man, you should stick more with the source material.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know Marvel flip-flopped a lot of stuff, but they did it well. It's when they do it well and they juggle it properly.
And there's a lot of different directors. There's a lot of different this, that, and the other thing going on. Different writers, but ultimately they have to stick to some kind of scheme. Like, hey, you have to do this. as long as you tie all this together, go for it. You have creative license. That's like why you get like the Thor with what's his name there, Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little more comical, a lot of fun, really badass, still can be sad. Like I think he did a really good job with the Thor movies. Um and I like him as what's his there, Korg.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got a lot of different directors, you got a lot of different people going on, but they're all sticking to one plot.
Right. Yeah. And I wonder, like, it's like with this Batgirl movie, like, where the fuck did it go wrong? When did they realize it wasn't? Was it the way they were filming due to COVID protocols? What was it? Like,
Yeah, I'm really
something fucked up.
confused.
It really is confusing.
Because Michael Keaton was supposed to be in there, right?
Yeah, he had a brief cameo. And Brendan Fraser was the bad guy in it.
Fraser.
Fraser. Hold on.
You're welcome,
Batgirl.
bro. Looking
Yeah.
out for your name.
Thanks, buddy.
Which he's making a big comeback right now.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been down in his luck and, having some hard times, went through some real terrible health problems. And, it seems like he's doing better and he's making a bit of a comeback. I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah, and then if someone deserves it, it's him.
Yep.
I guess she revealed the final Batgirl costume that could have been recently. That's all I'm seeing. But I want to say it was like $30 million down the drain. Something like that.
Good Lord. Sounds like another, what's it called there? Water World.
Yeah, but the thing is, have you watched Waterworld recently? And maybe it's just me, but I'm a fan.
No, I do like it. The poor bastards, though, like everything blew up. Right? Isn't that the whole deal? That's why they lost so much money, is because they had to redo everything.
I don't know what it was.
Like the whole set blew up or something like that.
I don't know about that, but I know that it was like at the time, it was like one of the most expensive movies ever made and one of the most expensive failures. But I mean, right now, Avatar 2 is kind of in that same boat too. That cost a fuck ton of money. It cost a fuck ton of money to make, and it hasn't even broke even yet. And it's been in theaters a couple weeks now at the time of this recording, I think.
Ooh.
But it was a really expensive movie to make. So it's like, here's the thing. This is what we're coming down to is like, when does it become not worth making your movie if it costs too much to make? Is it really worth making? You want to make that art? Or are you a director out there who's really trying to make art? Or are you just trying to make a profit?
Right.
Man, like a lot of people are like, it's been too long. Fucking Edie Falco, right? From Sopranos, Tony's wife.
Oh yeah.
She's in Avatar 2. Okay.
Really?
She filmed her part like 4 years ago. Recently, she was stated as saying, "Oh, she thought it had already come out and it done bad because she hadn't heard anything about it. She didn't realize it just started to come out. Like she thought it had been doing bad. Like she filmed 4 years ago.
Took a long time to come out too.
Yeah, like I guess they filmed most of the fucking, but they must have filmed all the shit 4 years ago, and it's been 4 years of computer work. I'm guessing.
That
makes sense.
The movie is.
It makes sense if that I mean, how many frames can you pull off a day now at this point? More than you could probably when they were making Jurassic Park. But also, you got to remember, Jurassic Park isn't all CGI. Very little of the original Jurassic Park is really CGI compared to the time
and
per the movie.
CGI that they do use looked great for that time.
It was used so sparingly and in such a way that it still pretty much holds up today. They even did one of the first real successful digital face swaps in that movie, where Lex goes through the air duct and she looks up. It's in the behind the scenes DVD of it. That's a stunt woman, or it might have even been a stunt man. I can't remember. Stunt woman, I think, though. Looks up, and they were able to to the first real digital superimposing that actually, I mean, you watch it now on a big screen TV and you're kind of like, uncanny valley, something's off about that.
Yeah.
But it was still like, you deliver it in the right amount of frames. The brain goes, oh, wow. And it's tricked.
Yeah.
But DC, fuck your movies. Suck it. You
I'm
garbage.
not overly impressed with them right now. I mean, what about Flash? Like, I would love that to be a movie.
What?
Thing that they get into. Flashpoint.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that what's going on right now?
Yeah, but I'm worried that it's gonna suck. Because it's not gonna be.
Well, I'm wondering if they
like I want it to be.
I'm wondering if they throw it all out. They've been heavily reshooting it recently, apparently, wiping some of the Batman things out of there.
Been speculation on the whole thing since it started, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it
and then the
go?
actor going
is it gonna go?
ape
Is
shit.
it not? Yeah, no. I am very I want to see a good Flashpoint, but I have a feeling that it's gonna suck.
I don't understand why they didn't use the dude from the TV show.
Because they did Flashpoint in the TV show.
Yeah.
And that sucked.
Yeah, because then they get like the Supergirl in there and shit, I believe.
They get a lot of different things in there.
Like, dumb shit. Dumb shit.
Yeah, I mean, and see that there's so many different instances in the DC comic books as well. So, I mean, I know that I am nowhere near have like reading all of the different timelines, different comic books for each character. I mean, could some of these movies be referencing things that I've not read?
I mean, yeah, that's always a possibility. There's so many fucking stories to pull from. Excuse me.
Yeah. Like, do you know how many fucking Batman stories there are?
Dude, it's so fucking difficult trying to find
like what?
Like ones that I definitely want to read versus ones that don't need to be read. Like,
and then where do you start? Do you start from square one? From Detective Comics issue what is that?
Whatever.
28 or something?
Yeah, I mean,
can't remember.
Sure. But that's the thing, like you want to read them in chronological order, but then eventually they start skipping around and then you're going to be with different Batmen.
And then next thing you know, you're hanging out with different Batman.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I mean, and that's the thing that I think that, like, sadly, comics have had to do to stay relevant is they have to reboot their characters more often than not.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times the Supermen have been rebooted recently. Because, like, the first real time, like, it was Final Crisis, I think, is in the 80s when they did that fucking hard reboot, basically. Killed off Supergirl. Fucking, there was a big crisis. Horrible. Fucking, and then it reboots. New storylines, same idea, new storylines, everything comes out, bam. And then you might have gotten, during that period of time, I think you got 2 different Supergirls, 3 different Supergirls before the new 52 Supergirl in the early mid 2000s or whatever. Like, and that's just the Supergirls. Like, you got different Supermen as well. You got different Batmen. Like, it's hard to follow where you're going to read and pick off from. It's like, that's why I've got like all these omnibuses and I'm like, but which one of these newer Batmen do I need to read first?
Yeah.
Which one's going to make more sense? Is it going to be based on age or by story? Or are they not even going to be fucking a cohesive story? Is this Batman fucking A or Batman D? I don't know. And it's kind of pissing me off.
Yeah, no, it's very frustrating.
Yeah, like I mean, you being a bat head, like
Yeah, no, that gets real frustrating, real freaking quick, bro. Like, because you don't just have Batman, you have Nightwing, you have, Harley Quinn, you've got all sorts of different
yeah,
characters that, hey, Batman's
Joker.
in here too.
You got Joker. You got
All sorts of
Witch
them, bro.
Robin.
And you have like thousands of issues from between 19, what is it, 20 something to 1960, or what is the golden age for comics?
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
I can't remember, but it's, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyways, tons of issues. When we went into Mile High Comics and I was going through all of the Batman, like, Jesus Christ, I am going to be here for fucking days looking
Yep.
through Batman. And there's stuff that I didn't even know existed.
Oh yeah, dude.
I had
So
no idea.
much. So much
Like,
stuff.
how many things, like, do I have to just sit there on Wiki and Wiki Batman and go through every fucking thing? That's a lot of Batman, bro. I love Batman. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think you'd be able to ingest everything that exists currently in your
No.
lifetime successfully.
No, and like, do I just stick with one, or do I just enjoy it as it comes, as I see it?
Well, that's the thing too, because they do make it easy when they release trade paperbacks and stuff. Like you can get omnibuses, like they're like, okay, this is a great
Yes.
storyline that includes this.
Absolutely.
Or they'll be like, here's the long Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay, here's year one by itself.
Yeah. Here's Killing Joke.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can get the good stories out of it. But I still, like, for me, I always really wanted to know more, like especially with Superman, because when I got into collecting comics, it was because of the death of Superman was coming up, and like the first issue I really got my hands on, it wasn't even the death issue. That came after I got a couple funeral for friends and shit, and I didn't understand what was going on. It's harder to get a hold of the previous copies. I had to read other people's, would ever get caught up. There was no internet for me, and I don't think it even was a household thing in 92 or whatever, right? So not at least here for sure. And as I'm getting into it, I'm like, oh well, you'd get to the page where it'd be like asterisk, Superman annual number 41. Like when they're referencing something, how they reference shit in comic books.
Exactly.
In the bubble, there would be a little asterisk, like after fucking Lord Killjoy fucked my mom. See issue number fucking 42 of Killjoy fucks my mom.
Yep.
I'd be like, I wanted to know what was going on before and after everything.
Yeah, it does get a little hard to be able to, if you're just jumping in.
Right. So where is a good point to jump in? I think comic book companies need to make a better way to do that.
Or
they need to go
do
through
they
their own
need
shit.
to really compile it and then say, okay, here you go. Here is your one book. And this has everything up to this point. This is where it splays off, and almost have it broken down like a family tree kind of thing. Like, this is when this happened, and then this is where this storyline splayed off, and then this is when this was created, and then that had its own storyline unrelated to any of this.
And maybe you take the meat and potatoes of the story and you get rid of the fucking fluff stories that don't really belong, and maybe they get their own omnibus. But the shit that doesn't really matter or drive the main story, because that's the thing. I don't know how well a lot of these comics back in the day actually stuck with an ongoing year-long story or not. I mean, that might have been more of a 90s thing when like the Bane thing happened and Death of Superman and all these real and well no, I guess it would have been Crisis on Infinite Earths, somewhere before that even, maybe some with X-Men or something, where an actual long-term story ran.
Yeah.
But the Superman one was long, man. It was like a year plus. They were running that story between 4 main comic books and like an issue of Green Lantern here and etc. Justice League here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think comics need to do more of that too. They need good long stories that people can get invested in. And
absolutely.
where like when people die, people die. That should also be a thing.
I gotta say, I really am enjoying that Wizard of Oz comic book, the Western one, because of that.
Right.
Just keeping that storyline going. It's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, very interesting.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's those kind
Way
of
to
things
go,
that
Jess.
keep me entertained and involved. And I think DC is lacking it. Like, man, they just keep changing shit a lot. They need to stick with it for a while. Hang in on stories. Write long-term stories. Make them interesting. Shake it up. Get some new writers in there. They got great artists. That's not a problem.
Amazing artists. What do you think about the Todd McFarlane stuff?
I love his stuff.
Yeah, all the Batman and Superman.
I love the fucking Spider-Man stuff too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Venom and whatnot.
I mean, that was it took me a long time to even realize that that's who the guy who I liked buying the toys in the early 2000s from, the ones movie maniacs on my wall behind this shelf here.
Yep.
So that I
Spawn.
knew he created Spawn. I knew that,
Yeah,
but I didn't realize that
thing.
I'd actually read some of his shit when I was younger. You know, to find out that the guy who did Sin City, you know, also did what would become RoboCop 2's movie, but did a comic version of it, of this actual script that he had written, and it's badass.
What?
Pretty sure that's it.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's the one who did Year One, I believe, right? Yeah, for the first time in years, fans will get the chance to see RoboCop 2 as Frank Miller envisioned. This series adapts the famous Frank Miller RoboCop 2 screenplay into an epic 9-issue run full of malicious black humor, off-the-wall violence, and insanity. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, I was right. Okay.
Cool.
Nerd credit, still successful.
Yeah, way to go, buddy.
Thanks.
You're like full of knowledge.
Stupid shit for the stupid man. I love it.
Yeah, no, nice work.
Thanks,
nice work,
man. Yeah.
Very proud of you.
Thank you. Me too. All right. So are you ready to hear what's been pissing me off?
I am very ready to hear about this.
All right. I haven't done the segment in a couple episodes, right? So I want to, we're new year, new me. This is the new shit that's pissing me off, but this isn't really true. Cause like I said, this has been something that's been boiling for a while. And I don't think I've ever really spoken of it too much out loud. Again, it can be tearing, you know, it's like it makes people a little
okay. I wonder if we're gonna be friends.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
Stop oversharing on Facebook. Okay? Especially when it's to garner fucking attention. Stop. It's bullshit. I am so fucking sick and tired of it. We're all grown fucking ass adults. Listen, we're not your fucking therapists, and we're not your fucking mommies, and we're not your fucking daddies. We're not gonna sit here. We're not gonna pamper your fucking asses, make you feel better about your fucked up choices, your fucked up health, or your fucked up life.
Yeah, and don't leave some vague little thing out there like, "Oh, worst day ever."
Yeah.
And then, that's when you want everybody
what's wrong,
commenting
babe?
and what's going on?
What's wrong, babe? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. And then they drag it out because that's what they want. And I'm so fucking sick and tired of it. And in that same vein, don't overshow fucking overshare photos of your family or your fucking kids, or your fucking stupid life. I don't want to see it. There's a certain amount that's okay. But if I see fucking 47 photos of the same fucking kid in one day, I'm going to uppercut someone. And it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter whose kid.
And, you know, and here is a little thing to throw out there.
Yep.
For all you folks that are listening that do that, I have a solution for you if you want to do that.
Yeah.
So this is what my wife and I do. We created a page.
Yep.
Where we put all of our baby stuff.
It's nice. I like going to that page.
If you want to do that, if you want to be part of this page and see the baby pictures all the time, we'll invite you. And you can hang out and have a good old time and watch the baby Munch do her thing, grow up. And every once in a while, Jess will just post on her page of, hey, here's Ella today or whatever.
It's not even a lot.
Not like 47 pictures, you know?
This is what I'm saying.
It's just something to think about.
And I like going to your kid's fucking page and checking it out every now and again. I get doses when I want. Yeah. This is my goddaughter, so I'm going to get more doses than most. So I make exceptions to the rule. But you're also, you guys aren't overshares, and that's good. Because here's one of the things that really pisses me off about oversharing. I have someone on my Facebook. I could go to her daughter's school right now. I know her age. I know her name because of Facebook.
Okay.
Never met the kid in my life. Know what her backpack looks like. Those first day school photos. That kind of shit. You're putting your fucking kids in danger for fucking people. Bad people.
Yeah.
Seriously. You're fucking up by oversharing your life and your kids. And also, man, your kids aren't old enough to even be fucking like, oh man, these fucking parents who are just like, oh, here's like 47 pictures of my kid making cute fucking poses and shit. It's like, yo, someday when your kid grows up, your kid might be pissed because, man, they're not old enough to consent to that shit. A couple photos here and there is nice, man. That's normal. It's like what we used to do before social media. You had, what was it, 24, 32 images that you could take on a roll of film, and that costs money to develop. So everything, every picture that exists up until digital photos was fucking fairly well thought out for the most part, except for the mom who got one of those Instamatic cameras who was just like, oh, look, a tree, snap. Oh, look, a bird, snap. Like, these were usually well thought out photos. When you got together for family photo shit, it was fucking serious. You're not wasting money on this goddamn stuff. We're going to get it in 2 or 3 shots maximum.
Yep.
Smile for the camera. Don't make a stupid fucking face. But now, man.
You still did.
But now, so now it's like, oh God, you know, listen, I'm fucking dying. Here I am on Facebook. I'm dying. And it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I'm just, I'm
in the hospital.
Yeah, please feel bad for me.
What's gone on? Like, you know, were you in a car accident?
Yeah, like, why are you in the hospital? I'm like, I don't even bite anymore on these people's shit, man.
Either.
I don't pay attention to, see, that's the problem, because I say I don't pay attention here, but here I'm fucking pissed off about it.
Yeah,
because it still infiltrates my life, and I don't feel like unfriending someone because of it. Like, I think it's a correctable disease, but it is a disease, and it's a scourge.
Correctable disease. Dude, that's so...
seriously. It's a fucking.
I think it's a correctable disease.
It's so unreal, and I'm just so sick and tired of it, man. I want to be done with Facebook and all that shit, and I pretty much am. You know me, man. I post like a meme every now and again. I use Messenger to talk to people. I don't give a shit. I posted like my personal thing, like, because I'm not immune to this, but like the other day I posted, hey, it's a new year, 2 years without drinking, yay me.
Yeah.
I wanted to pat myself on the back. I don't need anybody else's fucking congratulations, but I wanted to let people know that it's possible. And someone did respond who I grew up with and went to school with, like my husband's on like week whatever. And I was like, hey, you know, I was able to use my platform to say, hey, you know, tell your husband one day at a time, because that's how it is. I didn't do it to get attention. Like, that's to help the people who fucking were like me, who just couldn't fucking not stop drinking or felt like they couldn't. because anything's possible, you know, if you put your mind to it.
Well, that's not an overshare. That's what Facebook is for. Hey, this is a major thing in my life that I'm sharing with you right now.
Yeah.
Not
I'm proud.
hey, this is what I'm eating at this very
Yeah.
moment.
Oh my God. My foot fell off, you know, like, oh God, I don't know how I'm going to get to the hospital because it was my gas foot and my car's in the shop and the turtle is on fire and my pants have come off. Like, these are like, I don't give a shit. I just want you to shut the fuck up and stop posting on Facebook so much and stop fucking posting too many photos of your goddamn fucking kids. Okay, they're cute. We get it. Just stupid. It's fucking dumb. And I hope they get kidnapped. No, I don't. I might. I might. No, I don't. I don't. But I hope you learn a lesson somehow.
I hope your kid kicks you in the nuts.
I hope your kid grows up and sues your ass because we're a sue happy nation. And it was like, I did not consent to that photo of me doing a thumbs up in front of the Miley Cyrus poster. Like, I don't fucking know. It's dumb. It's all dumb. Yeah. And I don't like
what
it.
About the
and
people
it pisses
that get
me off.
Upset when you don't comment or like their stuff, and then you get confronted in public about it. Hey, why didn't are you mad at me?
I haven't seen you like any of my things recently, you know.
Yeah, or
hey, I watch your stuff.
Why don't you throw a heart emoji out every once in a while?
Why don't you like give me a like and a thumbs up and a subscribe? That's the kind of world that we live in now, man. Is like a fucking.
You know why? Because fuck yourself.
We don't even get like good emotional feelings off a large amount of love. We need our little love and our acceptance in small snippets, likes and thumbs ups and emoticons, googly eyes, wagging tongue, you know, like.
You know what's a funny one? So, listen to this. Mike will sit there and is like, he'll be up early in the morning or like later on in the afternoon, and he'll go through his Facebook and he'll find everybody that posts something. He will like it or love it and throw a comment in there. And if he can, he'll share it. He'll go through and do it for everyone. Almost like it's like he has to.
Like it's
otherwise he won't be a good friend or something like that, you know. Oh, I better do this. I better comment. I don't
want my friendship based on how I perform on social media. It's bullshit.
Yeah. You know, like
sorry.
Let's say somebody who puts out 47 pictures.
Yeah.
Like just like that, right?
Yeah.
And he'll be the guy that goes to every picture and likes or hearts or whatever each pic. You've seen this kind of shit, dude.
I know, but you know what even gets me even more hot is me just imagining on everyone, oh, hey, look, him having to show somebody. Imagine that. Oh, hey, look at what fucking Uncle fucking Franklin is doing. Fuck me, dude. Like, oh, cool, he's fucking fishing on a dock. Hey, here's one of him with this type of fish. Here's one with, oh my fucking.
But here's the better part, because when I see this stuff happen, right? He's always like one of the only people to like every single picture. So every time I look, every time it'll say Mike Lynn on every photo. Mike Lynn like this, Mike Lynn like this, Mike Lynn like this, Mike Lynn like this. And I'm like, holy shit.
That's a lot of liking, man. I just don't have the time for social media anymore. It just seems like such a fucking waste of time. I watch people scroll on Facebook for hours a day and it just upsets me. And then I find myself doing it on the reels sometimes, and I'm like,
I do. I like to watch the videos. Yeah.
I'm really wasting my life on this shit, and I'm sick of it. And I'm
like
sick
when
of
I send you a
bullshit.
video, I bet it goes on, and then the next one plays, and you're like, oh.
No, I never get a next one on your videos in Messenger.
Oh, okay.
It
Cool.
usually stops there, and I think I can like refresh. But I don't
Gotcha.
see like I can't at least I've never tried to like thumbs up it, like, do that
Swipe
too,
it up or
swipe up
down.
with it for the people not watching as I do a stupid motion with my thumb. Looks like I'm
Yeah, he does. He
exercising.
looks freaking ridiculous.
Hey man, I need a ride. No, just kidding. Need a ride, just kidding. Need a ride. No, I don't. Oh man.
I was watching something the other day. Have you watched any of the Willow?
The first episode.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you done bitching? Are you
Yeah,
done
I
being
mean,
mad?
I guess I'm done bitching, yeah.
Are you sure?
I kind of petered off there a bit, man.
You did. You
I got
did.
it
Come
off my
on.
chest. I feel better. It's fine.
You do.
But fuck
See?
those people. Fuck them.
Yeah, absolutely. Along with those fucking schmucks in the grocery stores, their carts.
Oh, don't get me fucking started.
Oh, don't get me started. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, so speaking about Willow, I am not digging it, dude.
I'm
Like
that's why I'm
at
not watching it
all.
anymore.
At all. I stopped after episode 2.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's where I
Watched
got.
episode 1 and I was like, okay, let's try episode 2. And then I started to watch episode 3 with Jess, and I said, nope,
Done.
I'm done.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah, no, pretty lame.
No good.
And I started thinking about, is Warwick Davis a good actor?
No.
God awful. God awful.
His delivery is all off.
And the weird part about it is, like, so I watched the movie before I started the series just to refresh my mind
It's
and
bad
everything.
there too, dude.
It's a lot better than it was in the movies now, in the show now.
Maybe
It's
he's
way
phoning
better.
it in, man.
Maybe.
I'm Warwick Davis. Doodly doodly doo. King of the castle.
Maybe.
King of the castle.
I mean, he was 11 years old, right? When he did Jedi
Yeah.
as an Ewok, as Wicket.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 11 years old. Been in show business a long time. Leprechaun.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, man. He's been in business a long time, so you think he'd know better. But like, look at what he's been in. Exactly, Leprechaun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been in like every single Star Wars movie.
Yeah, and he was in most of the Harry Potters.
All of them.
Yeah, and I mean, he's playing,
but it's always a
creatures where
small role.
acting.
The only main
the
role
acting
he's had is
isn't-
Willow.
Yeah, the acting isn't necessarily needed to be on point for those creatures. Just enough
Yeah,
to get by.
He was in Ray Charles movie. You remember?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I'm just shaking my head. Yeah, I'm just agreeing with you because I
he was in
believe you.
Ray. Yeah, I was thinking about that today. I was going, oh man, this Willow show sucks. Yeah, Warwick Davis, he sucks. And
Yeah.
now I feel bad for saying all that, but man, step it up, bro.
It's like how I think George Lucas sucks.
Yeah.
He's not. He writes shitty dialogue. He has some good ideas that were fleshed out on the art side by very talented people. And they were able to make a hodgepodge of stories and ships and weapons and shit work. The dialogue is absolute dog shit on anything he ever fucking wrote. Anything he ever fucking wrote. He writes like a fucking idiot.
Right. I have a question.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this.
Okay.
Speaking of George Lucas and Star Wars and things like that. Okay, hear me out. Why has nobody ever done this move with their lightsaber. Okay, let's say you're coming downward with your strike, and my arm right now is coming downward. Everybody who's listening, right? And
Straight down.
straight down. And the person who's blocking your offense, he's just going like this, and I've got it going straight across, getting ready to block.
Yeah.
So me swinging downward, why don't I just turn off my lightsaber real quick and turn it back on? You know what I mean? I was thinking about that. I was like, why wouldn't I just do that?
Have you?
Yeah,
Okay,
before
wait,
I make
wait,
contact,
wait,
I go,
wait, wait.
done.
No.
Sorry, everybody.
No. I think you've never seen a lightsaber turn off and get reactivated that quick. Have you? I don't think it can.
Okay, maybe not.
I don't.
Okay,
I bet
enough.
you there's a cooldown period. Please, God, let there be a fucking cooldown period. Or that's the most fucked up shit I've ever heard in my life. Fuck. God damn it, dude. Ruin. It's so ruined now. It's fucking bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
That's so good.
Right?
Check
Why
you.
not just go?
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be like it just, and there must be a cooldown period, right? Because then by turning it off, then you're not gaining an advantage, even if you could activate it by the time you hit their feet, because you've already given them an advantage enough to fucking kill you. Please let that just be some unknown something that got whatever. Fuck. Damn it, dude. That's fucked up. Oh, damn it. All
How
right.
does that make you feel?
Dirty, man. It makes me feel so dirty on the inside. That's a good one, man. That's yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Shit.
Speaking of shit.
perfect segue, apparently.
Well, you know how I like to talk about potty.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this. So you know when Elvis died on the shitter, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Passed on the pooper, you know.
So I apologize. Firstly, I want to say I'm so sorry, and I don't mean any disrespect.
We're sorry for your loss. What?
Yeah,
He died so long ago. Nobody gives a shit. No, there's still a lot of people that care. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I mean, he's not the king. No, he's the king. So
king of fucking marrying his fucking underage cousin, bro. That's what he's the fucking king of, right?
No, that was Jerry Lee Lewis.
I'm pretty sure that fucking it was also Presley, man.
Okay, I don't know. I think you should look that up. Anyways, so Elvis, when he died, supposedly died on the shitter. Now, when all of that went down and somebody came in to, well, take care of the mess, I mean, of him being on the shitter, do you think the guys or whoever it was, like the coroners or whether it might be like workers around the house, do you think they said, "What are you doing? Don't just pick him up. We have to wipe his ass"?
No, I'm pretty sure he wiped his own ass, bro.
You don't think he was bearing down and then just cut out like that? I'm pretty sure he didn't wipe his ass, bro. And for that matter, when you die, you shit.
Not always.
Well, okay, well,
most people do, yes. They release their bowels and their pee-pee.
Well, I'm just saying, do you think, they're like, hey, or should we wipe his ass?
I mean, is it part of the crime scene? So,
I
would
don't
wiping his
know.
ass be considered
That's what I'm
destroying
trying
evidence?
to get at here. Like, dude, you gotta wipe his ass. That's the fucking king. You gotta give him some fucking dignity.
You can't send him down to the corner with a dirty ass like that. Like,
Exactly.
that's not cool at all, man.
He wouldn't have
Fuck.
wanted it this way. You know how he liked to take care of his butthole. Put him over there on the bidet, and I'm sure he had a bidet.
Yeah, he was probably one of the only people back then over here that had a bidet, and it was probably encrusted with like jewels and a P for Presley. All right, so maybe it wasn't his cousin, but she was 14 when they met, so whatever.
Okay.
He's still like teenage girls. King of teenage girls. I mean, I'm fucking lying.
Yep. Hey, the cancel culture start.
Elvis, done. Ha, ha,
Right
ha,
after that movie.
ha.
Oh, have you ever heard that story about what's his name there? Alice Cooper meeting Elvis for the first time?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so it was in Vegas and Alice Cooper got invited up to his room, his like big like apartment or suite or whatever you want to call it. And apparently like there was a few other people there, like other famous people. For the life of me, I couldn't tell you who those other people were. But apparently Elvis is intense as fuck. And Alice Cooper was fearful for his life when he was in this apartment.
What?
Yeah. Like the king would say, you know, karate. Oh. You know, he'd start doing some shit, right? But he was actually really good. And he had like this revolver, this pistol that he was pulling out and showing him and like firing off rounds. And it was all hopped up on drugs and alcohol.
Hopped up on goofballs, man.
Hopped up on them there goofballs. You should check that out. Alice Cooper does an interview with somebody and talks about it.
Copy.
And I want to say it was like, it wasn't Dolly Parton. It was somebody like Dolly Parton and another person. There was definitely a lot of drugs and alcohol. Maybe David Bowie was there. I don't know.
No shit.
A lot of them.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
You know, a bunch of the druggies. Goddamn druggers, man. Fucking
Yeah.
drug heads. Interesting.
Fucking Elvis. Have you seen the new movie?
No.
Me either. Jess keeps saying, "Hey, you want to watch it?" And I keep saying, "Not really."
No. It's like, you know how many times I've been near Graceland and like
Yeah.
everybody in the crew's like, hey man, or most of them are like, I've never been. We're going to Graceland Day. I'm going back to Graceland. I'm like, you want to come? I'm like, I could give a fuck about going to some dead motherfucker's house. Sorry. Don't give a fuck about Elvis. Never did, never will. Sorry. I know some people that are just like, oh, big hearts for Elvis. And that's cool, man. I get it. Love some people, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. I'm not like, and it's not like there's any dead celebrity whose house I would want to see. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Songs.
I don't give a fuck. Gives a shit.
Yeah. No.
I don't.
Nope. I don't either.
And from what I hear, Graceland compared to today's Richie Rich standards isn't shit. It's like a modest house these days or some shit like that. Like,
it's not
fuck
huge.
that. Who cares? Dumb. Shut up, Elvis. You've had your turn. You know?
Dang.
Yeah, real
Why
talk,
you gonna
man.
do me like that, Josh?
Real talk. Hey.
Dude,
I like 14-year-old girls. You know, like,
you should see his face. Everybody, if you're listening, do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube,
I can't do it,
type in
right.
Bubba and Josh expose themselves and look up this episode and you'll see this fucked up face.
Yo. I'm Elvis, yo. Oh,
Dude,
fuck
that's so
Elvis,
awesome.
dude. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, man. I've been thinking, it's time to invent a new movie. We need more money from the people who are making movies, and we need to make something crafty and original.
Yeah, and not have a budget that's crazy.
Right.
Because you can make a good movie without having a huge budget.
All right, here we go. We're going to make a movie. This is how we're going to build this one. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's only going to have 8 different sets. 8. That's it. We're going to limit our sets to make better writing. Because you could just write yourself in anywhere. You fucking, this is bullshit. If you only have 8 sets, kind of like a play, but in a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, like Tarantino did with Crazy 8.
Sure. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, so we're going to do that, okay?
Yeah.
And it's going to be, okay, a stoner buddy comedy, okay? What is their issue that they have to solve? What is the plot line of the movie? What has to be solved for it to become a good day at the end of the day?
So they're just a couple. We're just a couple of stoners.
Not where they are. They're a couple stoners.
I like to imagine it as me.
Okay, so we're in the roles of the stoner friends. Okay, do they live together? Are they like loser stoner friends or are they like successful stoner friends? What's funnier? Losers, right?
Losers is always funnier.
Losers. Okay, so they're gross.
I don't want to be gross.
Oh, so we're not gross motherfuckers. Okay.
Well, I mean, you've got like Harold and Kumar. They weren't gross.
They were gross, bro. That's gross. They were gross. Look at those movies again.
Gross?
They're kind of gross. And at times, really gross.
If that's gross.
Especially
then I'm okay
in the
with doing
third
that.
one. What's his name is really gross. I don't want to be that gross.
Okay.
But it's an action movie. No, wait.
Okay.
No, that's Pineapple Express. No, okay.
Yeah.
It's a comedy / sci-fi. Thriller. Comedy thriller. Okay. Evil Bong. Kind of been done.
Yeah. No.
It's a stoner comedy western.
Comedy western.
It's a stoner comedy western.
It's a stoner comedy western.
Okay. But it's a western in the sense that this is a town in the 80s out west. No, it's got to take place in the 80s that just hasn't evolved. Like they have TVs and they get this stuff, but they're just so fucked up on their plants and being cowboys that they think what they're watching on the TV is all fake. Like they watch the moon landing, they watch all this shit. Now they're watching like 60 Minutes and shit's wild.
The moon landing? What year are you talking about?
Well, from the 60s up, because obviously this western town has seen all these things happen. Like they've had TV since they came out, but they haven't really evolved at all.
Okay.
And now maybe, and that's where the stoner comedy comes in. These guys, these two stoners want their town to evolve, okay, a bit more. And so all of a sudden, like vehicles start coming in like UPS
See, I'm seeing something totally different.
What are you seeing
right now? Okay, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a couple of cowboys who are down on their luck. Their ranch, their whole town is going down in shambles, and they got to figure out a way to get it going. And they're sitting there on the ranch, on the fence next to their horses, both passing a J between the two of them. They're like, man, how are we going to fucking do this? And then they start growing marijuana on the ranch.
You know, Dutch, we could be selling this stuff.
Yeah. And then the next thing you know, you've got rival people. You've got men on horseback.
We got
you know,
people
like
enterprising to step on our
Yellowstone
territory.
style.
Yeah. Like Breaking
But
Bad meets
stoner.
like Stoner Wild West. That's pretty good.
Like The Cowboy Way with Woody Harrelson
I don't know that
and
one.
Kiefer Sutherland.
No.
Oh, great movie. Hilarious movie. You should watch that. That's a
Okay.
really good one. Yeah.
We got to protect our crops. All right. So obviously you have to have the rough and tumble guy who talks like this. He's just a hard ass.
Yep.
He's a hard ass with a heart of
Come
gold.
on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get her. So what's this character's name? He's Duke. He's Duke. I'm Duke. I'm Duke.
Yeah.
All right. So who's Duke? Are you Duke or am I Duke?
You're Duke.
I'm Duke. What's your name? Are you Billy? No, or you're
No. It
Terry.
has to be- No. Hold on. Give me a second.
Cletus. Cloud. No, we're gonna grow this here marijuana and we're gonna get rich, Cody.
Not they can't be Cody. Like that. Hold on. Something's coming. Just give me a second.
All right.
Keep throwing names out.
Come on over here, Harry. Come on over here, Richard. Come on, Dick. Get your ass over here, Dick. I mean, come on, Johnson.
See, no, I
Johnny
feel like
boy.
it's gotta be. I feel like it's gotta be something more like a nickname, like Bubba.
Come over here. No, not Bubba. No,
But it wouldn't be Bubba, but you know what I mean, like Bubba, or
how about like your name is Harry Gibson and I call you Gibby? Come here, Gibby. Come on, Gibby. We gotta get these fucking colas all wrapped up and get ready for them to dry
so
out.
you say it like that, and I feel like you're making me sound like I'm a simpleton.
Dude, that's not all right. Come on, Frank. Like, help me out. Give me a name.
I can't.
You're gonna get like a fucking offended by a name because like, oh, you think I'm a fucking idiot?
Gibby.
You call me Gibby because my name's Henry Gibson. Like that, it kind of works. Like you could be like fucking like Torrance Rucker, and I call you Ruck. Come on, Ruck, let's go. Rucker fucker, let's go. Rooster, come on, Rooster. Get your cock-a-doodle-doo ass up on that hill. We got to get this irrigation going for our fucking farm. God damn it. Let's go. And you're like, come on, let's go. Quit your fucking calling, you son of a bitch. Shoot some guns off.
And then like you get real mad at me and I turn and I go,
yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay. So then we have to fucking fight. Like, are we fighting the law? I mean, kind of seems like we're fighting the law.
A corrupt law that's in bed with another farmer.
All right. Yeah.
Gang, you know.
Yeah, maybe it displaces hemp production somehow. And then even the hemp people are a little pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Like there's this whole thing where we pay them off in weed and they're like, fuck hemp. Who gives a woo, like, and then there's got to be at least one like outdoor dancing scene, like fucking Back to the Future, just making fun of it.
Yeah, and there's got to be a gunslinging scene.
Oh, well, there's going to be a couple. There's got to be a lot of shootouts too, because it's kind of a buddy comedy /
No, I'm talking like a quick draw.
Thrillers. Because isn't it a thriller too? Didn't we agree it's a thriller?
Yeah, it's a thriller.
So then once, like shit's going good, and then all of a sudden,
no. So there's gonna be.
It's got to be like a psychological thing.
So no, there's gonna be this background thing. So in the beginning, they say, okay, we've been having some real weird shit going on around this ranch. we got like seems like there's this animal fucking around with our stuff, and like maybe it's been getting into their crops, getting into this, that, and the other thing. And as they go on, they get like little shadows and little glimpses of it here and there. And then finally it shows itself, and it's this big bad motherfucker, and it kills the members of the other gang. And it's,
And then the boys get fucking blamed for killing him, but they're like, no, it's the Snarl Beast.
Yeah.
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 And then they have to
Dude.
defend themselves against it.
The next mud dragon was born.
And the next mud dragon. Wild West mud dragon coming in hot. Yeah, I like it.
I would watch that movie.
I'd watch it too. I think, again, they're going to start knocking on the door any day.
Yeah, any day now.
Right?
Or any day now, I'm going to go on Netflix or some shit, and I'm going to be like, huh.
Oh, they're actually listening to us. It's on Netflix. Why aren't we getting paid? Cunts.
Are you kidding me? I'm being listened to. Everybody's being listened to. I've got a little thing right here. One of those phone things listening to me right now.
Hello? Ground
Hello.
Control to Major. Fuck you. Right?
Hello.
Well, if you're in a good place, I think that we got it, man. This was a good episode.
I had fun.
I had a lot of fun, too. I hope you had fun. If you did, scream real loud in your car.
Hey, talk to us. Comment.
Say hi on YouTube. You can
say hello.
Search us up. You can search us up on Bubba and Josh Expose Themselves, and that'll come up.
Oh yeah,
we got a channel. You can check it there. We're on Spotify. We're on
pretty much any streaming thing you'll find us.
We're not on Apple yet. I gotta figure that out.
Matter.
I don't really care about Apple.
Me either.
I really cared about Spotify mainly, but we're on like iHeartRadio, Amazon, Podbean first and foremost. So you can find us anywhere to listen to, and on YouTube to watch. Friday double release. You get this video and this video's audio over there. So flick your Podbean, bro. As always, I am Josh, that guy. Over next to me, there's my buddy Bubba.
Hi, I'm Bubba.
And we hope that this new year brings you good fortune.
Yeah.
And fame, and hopefully no STDs.
Yeah, well, let's get out of the muck. Let's get into this.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll catch you next week when we talk about more stuff. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Goodbye now.